Jack Doherty might be the most insufferable YouTuber on the platform. If you don't know who Jack Doherty is, he's a YouTuber with over 14 million subscribers, and would become known for being hated by the entire internet, all due to his degenerate antics that he does to random people and posts online.
Yo, what's up? What's up? What you gonna do? What you gonna do, little bro? What you gonna do? Uh-oh, he's mad. Uh-oh.
Despite this, Jack would somehow still be able to find a group of employees who stick with him despite the insufferable things he does. And what makes it even worse is that we're literally seeing his employees getting abused by him in his content. Are they getting paid off? Probably, but it's crazy the types of things that happen to his employees, and that none of them have even tried to sue him, with multiple of them even having got sent to the hospital due to things that Jack does to them. McKinley Richardson is Jack Doherty's girlfriend and essentially the second in command of his OF empire. However, a lot of things about McKinley have been swept under the rug, including the fact that Jack heavily mistreats her in and out of content. And while it might not necessarily be physical abuse, it's blatantly clear in many clips that McKinley's been put in danger, with the first instance being whenever Jack flipped her over in a golf cart, which resulted in her having to go to the hospital, all due to the absolutely stupid things Jack does.
Oh, fuck. Yo, oh, McKinley, you okay? McKinley, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, McKinley. You don't tell us, this didn't happen. Are you okay? Oh, shit, baby girl, you all right? Oh, fuck, I'm so sorry.
After all this happened, McKinley would be sent to the hospital, in which Jack would again think that it would be a good time to record for content. In fact, McKinley and Jack would both post videos on this situation, getting about 1 million views each. However, throughout the entire clip, McKinley would seem to be on edge, and I don't know if that was just her acting for the video, or if she's finally making the realization that maybe Jack doesn't care about her safety.
Tell them what happened. Why are we in the hospital? What did I do to you?
I flipped the golf cart on me.
I'm sorry, McKinley. Forgive me. You know I'm sorry. I'll never flip you over in a golf cart ever again.
I don't know if I want to get in a golf cart with you.
Exactly. That's why it'll never happen ever again. Never ever go in a golf cart together ever again.
It's okay. I'll drive next time.
Yeah, you drive there. A woman driver will be safer than me.
However, even after the situation, Jack would continue to put McKinley in even more danger, including whenever she would get kicked in the face by one of the island boys whenever they were in one of his tour vans, which, by the way, Jack would basically do nothing to protect her, and also whenever McKinley would end up getting robbed on the streets, to which Jack thought it would be a great idea to continue streaming, despite McKinley telling him not to.
Guys, I'm McKinley. I'm alive again. Is that okay? Come on, this is great.
No.
Really? I can't?
Really?
Sorry.
Really?
But I was gonna...
It is live.
But I just started it. Because this is like fucking great.
Everything's great content for you.
But
I
it
just
happened.
fucking died.
But you're alive. Let's share the story. Come on, I thought you agreed
Fuck
to.
you.
This is live? I didn't know we were live. I thought we were recording a video. McKinley, you know, you're gonna...
thinking that's okay.
Tomorrow, though, you're gonna be so happy
But,
we
like,
recorded this. You know that.
Maybe record it, but going live again.
Because it
right
gets
now,
clipped. You're gonna see it on TikTok.
It doesn't matter.
It
doesn't
does.
fucking matter.
I'm doing this.
For once, please. I'm asking, please.
If we record it, it makes it easier. Okay,
so
fuck.
annoying.
I'm gonna end the live. God damn it.
Swear to God.
Oh my God.
Despite being put through all of this, McKinley seems to not want to leave Jack. And what makes the situation even worse is that her parents seem to not care at all that McKinley's being put in danger. In fact, they've even helped her make videos to promote her adult content, and after Jack flipped her over in the golf carts, obviously something insanely degenerate that Jack did to her, McKinley's dad just instantly forgave Jack. Let's be honest, probably because he has a lot of money.
Sorry for what I did to your daughter.
Just take care of him.
I'll take care of her. It'll never happen again. I'm sorry.
You're fine. I look forward to meeting you, Jack.
We'll pay someone in this hospital to sacrifice their back for her, I promise.
She's a piece of me, so please take care of her.
I know, she's a piece of me too. Sorry, this is how we had to spend our first time talking to each other.
It's okay. I'm just glad she's in a good place.
Yeah, I'm sure he's happy that she's in a good place in Jack Doherty's arms. And honestly, while a lot of people might feel bad for her for being put in this position, I honestly don't, because she obviously does have the opportunity to leave him, however, just decides not to. Now, this could be due to financial gain, or maybe her just trying to keep her status, but despite all of this, it seems like McKinley is not going to be leaving Jack anytime soon, if ever. Which couldn't be said about the Ireland boys, who would not only leave Jack after being friends with him for years, but also expose him for some new, absolutely deplorable things. They used to make content together a few years ago, however, since Jack began to do OF content, their relationship would seem to fall apart, which would also result in them making a video exposing some things about Jack that we've never heard.
What does he do and why do we want to stop him? Everyone sees the lavish lifestyle, the cars, the girls, the jewelry, the clothes. He has it all when it comes to the surface. But when you actually dig deeper and see what he has to do in order to live the lifestyle he has, most people wouldn't trade what they are doing for him, especially knowing that he wakes up, he pops all day, every day in order to function. And if he doesn't know how to act. He can't get out of bed.
Jack's own brother says all the time that the only thing he thinks about is money, and he says it literally to anybody new that comes into the house. He will make it known at some point. And on my own separate occasions, everyone in the team would come to me on their own time and talk about how they hate it there. They hate working with Jack. They want to pick something else, but they have no other option, so they feel like they're stuck. Just recently, I was going back and forth with Jack on Twitter. Grace, which is one of Jack's girls, sent me a Snapchat telling me to talk about the messages that I have with McKinley. So she's literally trying to help me with my beef back and forth with Jack. And she is currently working with Jack at the moment. Even Logan Miller, Jack's right-hand man, hits me up almost every other day trying to get me to work for him and backstab Jack without him knowing.
This video would absolutely blow up on the internet, as not only is Jack just an absolute scumbag to random people on the street, but he also takes illegal drugs every day to function and heavily mistreats his employees, not only physically, but also through pressuring them into signing contracts, which essentially allows Jack to take all of their revenue. And this would ultimately result in Jack Doherty making a response, where he would basically say that the reason they exposed him in the first place was because they were jealous.
People that say expose, I don't give a f. There's nothing to expose. Everything I do is already out there. I'm not a bad person. If I did anything wrong, I would be in trouble, but I'm not, because people like to twist shit, make it seem like what it's not, because they just can't believe what I've accomplished, and they just want to say everything that's not true to cope with the fact that they're not at where I'm at. So they've all tried, but they can't do it, so now they're mad and go to hating. It's how it always is. People try to do what you do, and if they don't succeed, they just hate.
So essentially, Jack just said that everyone who exposed him tried to do the exact same thing with him with the OF agency and ultimately failed at making it successful, meaning that now they're all just jealous of him and are trying to tear his empire down. And while this definitely is a possibility, we have to consider the things that we already know about Jack Doherty, including all the things that we've seen about him mistreating his employees, especially his cameraman or brother, who Jack would be with when he got in a very serious car accident due to him being on his phone while driving, all live on stream.
Oh! Oh! No! No! No!
Now, after this crash, Jack and his cameraman would luckily get out safely. However, unfortunately, his cameraman's face would be drenched with blood, in which Jack thought it would be a good idea to hand him the camera to start filming more content.
Michael, here. Michael, do you have your film on that phone too? Oh my god. My car is totaled, bro.
After this entire crash happens, it'd be pretty much clear that Jack really only cares about materialistic items over his own employees, and he would ultimately get banned from Kick, a feat which many didn't even think was possible, and would get a bunch of other streamers talking about it, including Nico Is Cold, who used to be friends with Jack just a few months prior and also lived with him.
Let's go to his Instagram and see what he posted on his story today. Puts a Lil Baby song over his totaled McLaren, then promotes his OF. Go to church. Pray to God. You're alive, thankfully. I just don't understand. How much pressure does Jack have over this kid to just like act like nothing happened? Bro, he has to give him a raise or this kid's gonna sue him.
So despite Jack being criticized and hated on by essentially the entire internet, that still wouldn't stop him from making as much content on this situation as possible. So not only would he release an entire YouTube video, but he would also make a bunch of videos trying to quote unquote make it up to his brother by buying him all this different bullshit.
Alright guys, so my filmer Michael just got back and now I'm gonna surprise him with his new Michael David. Oh, you're lying. You're lying. You said that? Yeah. Holy shit. New jet ski. Holy.
Jack is still yet to take accountability for any of this, and was also likely doing this to try to make the chances of him getting sued even lower, since if there's anything we know about Jack and his crew, materialistic things are more important than each other, and Jack is still yet to officially respond to the situation. However, one situation that he would respond to is from allegations from a creator named Norway, someone who was very close with Jack Doherty a few months ago, and Norway was essentially live on stream telling his chat about an instance where Jack signed an underage girl to his agency.
Jack said she was actually 17, but don't tell anybody. Jack, I'm gonna tell people she was 17, Jack. Sophie girl. Or not Sophie, Sophia. Sophia's little sister was 17. That was at the house. And then you said they're never coming back to the house. 4 days later, Jack, Ace invited the 17-year-old and her friends over to the house. And I also have messages of Sophie messaging me, Daddy, please forgive me, or Daddy, please come over, or something. The girls were begging me to come over to the other house while I'm in the guest house next door. But I didn't want to come over because you're a 17-year-old. And Jack, I messaged you, I told you to kick them out. and then you didn't do shit about it because you're in Dubai. But yeah, Asus chilling with 17-year-olds in your house without the NDA. That's crazy. They didn't even sign the NDA, they just pulled up. That's why you got scared when I called the cops and the girls when they were drink driving, because you were 17.
After Jack would get exposed by Norway, he would make a couple tweets trying to clear up the situation and make Norway seem like the bad guy. I can't believe Norway switched up on me so fast. I never even kicked him out. I genuinely cared about the kid and did everything for him and still would. He picked clout over friendship I thought was real. I've spent tens of thousands of dollars on him, bought him 2 phones, fed him every day, and let him stay in the house, and even got him a $15K a month kick deal. Just goes to show his true colors, and no matter how much you do for a person, they still won't appreciate you and always take it for granted. And fuck all the money I spent on him, that's besides the point. I actually cared about him and our friendship, and to see him switch up that fast hurts me. I considered him a true friend, and he literally flew here specifically to try and punch me in the face and hurt me. I was able to look past that, let him into my house, and gave that kid the world, and he switched up. Just shows that I have to be careful who I let in my circle because they might be in it for the wrong reasons. I still love the kid and would do anything for him, even after all he said about me on live, because I'm a good person and considered that kid family and always will. Hope one day he realizes how good he had it and how we threw away his best friend for 15 seconds of fame. And he would also try to clear the allegations off of his name by saying that minor he said I had out my house was invited by him, and right when I found out, she got kicked out. The fuck do I get out of having minors at my house? I never invite girls to my house, I have a girlfriend. Think what you want, but I have too much to lose to stupid stuff like that. Despite these tweets that Jack made trying to defend his name, more proof would come out that Jack actually knew that there were minors at his house.
Oh, I have fucking geography class.
Okay, don't say that on stream. What time's your drug up? Do you have to leave?
Yes,
What time do you have geography class?
like 7 in the morning.
I've done geography. I got you. I can do it for you. Send me the Quizlet. I got you, baby. Stay the night.
It's funny because in this clip, you can actually see Jack walking away from the camera. So clearly he knew that he was not supposed to be in this setting as it could get him in a bunch of trouble. Yet he would still try to defend himself with that tweet that I showed earlier, saying that having these 17-year-old girls in his house wasn't his idea, and it was actually the ideas of the other people in the house who invited them. Jack would also unintentionally admit that he was likely doing illegal things offline by saying that no one will ever find out about anything and that he knows who to trust if he was ever doing something wrong.
That happens to me in the future. Not that I would even give you shit to talk about.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm good at that shit. I'm good at having no one have any dirt on me, bro. No one can fucking expose me because I don't give them shit. I'm secretive. I'm quiet. I don't tell everyone every fucking move I make. No one has dirt on me, bro. I'm not retarded. Like, I know who to trust.
Now, I don't think Jack was necessarily trying to do anything sexual with these underage girls at his house. However, I do for sure think that he was trying to get them under some sort of contract to where they could work for his OF agency. And this would almost be confirmed as Natalie, the girl in the clip, will get interviewed from someone who was asking her questions about what was going on behind the scenes as they were trying to get her to sign this contract. Again, knowing that she was underage.
But there were some people in the house that they did know my age. Like, they did know how old I was, but they just never really said anything because they didn't think it was a big deal as well. A lot of people in the house knew as well. They just saw how I would handle things. They saw how I was the one blowing up in the house. Like, I was the one pulling most of the views. So that's why they didn't say anything, because they were like, as long as she's pulling in the views, as long as she's making them famous, more famous, or getting them more clout, that's all that they cared about. I would be around Jack that has an OF agency. They would try to get me into it. They tried a lot. They tried to be like, yo, can we work together? Can we do this? A lot of models even came up to me from Jack's people saying like, it's not that bad, it's just a bikini picture. Like, there was, I think it was Jack's really close friend, she was 17. Remember, like, the girls were trying to like sound so convincing about it. Like,
so they were girls trying to get you to do it?
Yeah, like his girls would try to get me to do it. They would come and they would be like, have you ever posted a picture on social media? And I was like, yeah. Have you ever posted like a swimsuit, like you in a swimsuit at the beach? And I'm like, yeah, I guess everyone has posted themselves at the beach. And they're like, well, that's basically what is. And I'm like, not really, because you have a lot of men like just off to your posts. And she's like, well, men are gonna off anyway to any post if you post on Instagram. And I'm like, not really. Like, I was just like, wait, what? Like, not really. Like, OF is known for men that look at women to do that.
Jack would also get exposed for things like this from other streamers in the scene, because Neon, another popular kick streamer who has made content with Jack in the past, would expose his quote-unquote scripts live on stream.
Let me tell you exactly what Jack does. I don't care. You want to say that? Now I'm going to violate you and expose your script. You get 17-year-old girls
The night before their birthday, you buy a $10,000 yacht every time. You get them drunk and they sign a contract, 50% of their life every single time. Fuck you.
This clip would ultimately turn into a massive beef between both Neon and Jack, and later Neon would press Jack at a boxing event, and they would get into a massive fight.
What's the point of that, bro? What do you get out of that, bro? I didn't fucking do shit. Bro, that's your boy. What do you get out of that, bro? Get out of my face. What the fuck get out of that?
And then Neon would try to flee the scene, although Jack would chase him down.
Jack, get up! Stop, bro, stop! Who am I walking? Yo, you're good, bro. Stop! Let's go! Look at him! Look at his ass! Look at his ass! Who's right? Who's fucked now, bitch? Oh, my $250,000 watch is broken. Look at yourself now, buddy. Hey, I'm talking to the security guard too. Yeah, look at you smile behind. You lost, buddy. Get fucked.
Hey, brother. Hey, listen, hey, one time.
Who gives a fuck? Who?
It's just so funny how Jack and Neon were both hiding behind their security guards right after this giant fight took place right outside of like a UFC match or some type of boxing match. It's really just honestly pathetic. No matter who Jack Doherty associates himself with, he always seems to put the other person in a bad situation, either putting their lives of danger or making them unwillingly sign their life away. And if you guys enjoyed this video, do be sure to drop a like and click this next video on screen to figure out how Jack Doherty lost his mind. The complete collection of all my previous Jack Doherty videos. Anyways, see you all in the next one.